see you in the back there. Okay, guys, we are very privileged. Andrew, you missed our spiel in the beginning, but we said a major thank you to our headline sponsor tonight. Andrew represents Zoho Africa. He spearheads their development on the continent, and yeah, they're one of the best tools to scale your venture with that we've come across in all of the ecosystems we've worked in. So yeah, we've just asked the man to talk about just all the automation influence and building a good company that's investable at the end of the day. There's a lot of things that need to back that, and what they are doing with Zoho and their expansion and what they're doing, enabling entrepreneurial companies to do, is really incredible. So we just wanted to ask him to tell us a bit about kind of like how you can build the right infrastructure for a growing company that is investable, that can raise that capital around, that can do great things in the world. Andrew, over to you. Can we give this man a clap, guys? Thank you.
Testing. Can you guys hear me? You good over there? Cool. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for having me, and I'm quite excited. I only have 10 minutes though, so it's a topic that I could speak literally for 2 hours on. So I'm going to try and just jam it into 10 minutes, and I've put the most important topics that I want to talk about up on screen. So this is what we're going to talk about. The focus points. Have a connected ecosystem. So when you think of your technology solution for your business, you need to think of it as an ecosystem. Technology is here to stay. It's rapidly evolving. We've got AI now that everyone's looking at very closely, and so you want to have a seamless data flow, and you want cost optimization. Cost optimization. You also want to be mindful that your technology journey and your digital transformation could potentially be a very dark rabbit hole of money that you just keep spending. So you've got to look at all the tech tools that you're taking on and kind of forecast what it's going to cost you in the future. So when someone comes to you and say, oh, we're going to give you a free CRM, and you look down further and you see automation is about $80 a user, you need to be a bit careful and plan your digital transformation. Then blueprints, you want to map out all your business processes and your procedures, and you need to do that on your tech platform so that you have a good employee experience. Employees don't necessarily want to think how to do a process every time. They now want a tech system to tell them exactly how they need to do it. So the more you help them, the better and more efficient your business runs. And then the onboarding. When as your business is scaling and growing rapidly, you're going to have new staff members that come on board. You want to be able to have a single sign-on. That's what SSO is. You want security policies you can put in place. Data protection and privacy laws are a big thing. They're here to stay. You also want to have your share access and your LSM, which is a learning management system. And then quickly, the last topic I'm going to talk about is the business, be a insights-driven business. So have your analytics and your reporting dashboards. All right, let's go into the first topic, the connected ecosystem. You want to stay away from what we call the integration spaghetti. Okay, and on the left-hand side, you'll see there all these different tech solutions, and those red lines represent a custom API integration. And if any of you have gone through that process, it can be very expensive. It is also expensive to maintain, and if it breaks, it's expensive to fix, and you can have lots of problems in cleaning up a mess. So you will probably never get away from custom integrations, but you want to limit them as much as possible. So you want to look on the right-hand side at a more connected ecosystem. And this is what it looks like. You get all your apps from as much of the same vendor as possible, where it's the same technology stack, which means it's built on the same foundation, which means that the data can flow very easily between the applications. I know I'm a bit biased, but that is our Zoho One offering, and those are all of Zoho's apps on there. So you've got your apps for your sales, your marketing, your email, your collaboration, your customer support, your HR. You've got contracts now for your legal stuff. What else is there? You've got your finance, your business analysis, your business intelligence and analytics. You've got project management, security and IT management, and even custom solutions. So if you don't have an app that kind of works in the department that you need, you just build your own custom app over there. Okay, and then make use, when you build these integrations, you've got the systems that connect easily, where you just click an install button and the apps connect and the data will flow between them. Then the second option is to get what we call a cross-platform connector. So you guys have probably heard of Zapier. We've got our own competitor to that is Zoho Flow, where you can easily log into one of your applications and it will give you a list of triggers. So if it's your Shopify store, you log in and you say, one of the triggers is an abandoned cart. You can say, if that happens, then I want you to do this in another app. And then you will go and log into, let's say, Zoho CRM and say, I want you to then log a task for a staff member to reach out to that person who's abandoned their cart. And so this is like your more low-code, no-code app connector. And then if we move on to blueprints, this is how you can put your business processes into an automated tool where your staff literally just have to log into the system. They just have to say that they're on, let's say, the quotations stage, and we'll take them through step by step as to what they need to do. I think over here it shows you that you have to also have an approval of a discount. So if the quote is over, let's say, 100,000 Rand, then you can offer a certain discount. But if, you can put rules in there that say that you can't offer more than a certain discount. So if you put all of these things in place, your business runs so much more efficiently, and then when you want to scale, it's super easy. Staff literally get into the business, and the system tells them exactly what they need to do. This is another view of the blueprint where you go and you map out your business process in the system, and this is the configuration side of it. So it's quite user-friendly. And you literally just drag and drop the different stages of the process and the transitions. So what needs to be done during the process. And then onboarding. Again, if you want to scale quickly, you need to be able to hire a staff member and then send them on an onboarding journey. Have courses, have a knowledge base that show them the different policies. You also want to build a company culture. Everyone talks about culture, right? You can start developing that from your onboarding presentations. I know we at Zoho, we do it. We explain to people exactly how we want them to interact. We explain to them when they can criticize. We explain to them when they can give feedback publicly on our internal Zoho Connect, which is our, it's like an internal social media for us to communicate with staff. And so you develop that company culture with your onboarding processes. Then again, also your security, your permissions, your access. When staff join, let's say they're going to join and you need them to access FICA compliance. You add them to the FICA group and it automatically gives them access to the folders and the files and the modules in your system that you would need them to have access to. You don't want to hire a staff member and think, okay, what must we give them access to? You want to add them to a group and it automatically gives them access. I see I'm getting also timing reminders, so let me quickly get to the next. Oh, I'm pushing the wrong button as well. Okay, this is most important, guys. So this is the last topic, is insights-driven business. So this is some research done by Forrester 2022, so it's very recent. And insights-driven business grows 10 times faster than the average global economy. And, they grow at an average of 30% year on year end. So that's incredible, guys. And when we say insights driven, it's you collect all those different metrics. So you would collect, what's your marketing spend, how much revenue are you making, how many quotations are you closing, deals are you closing, so you can get a return on your marketing spend. You would do things to like the 10th degree where you find out how many quotes does a salesperson need to push out before they actually close a deal? And how many phone calls do they need to make for them to be able to push out a quote? And then, how many, let's say, prospects they need to get on their prospecting sheet in order to, make successful calls. So you want to get all those metrics into a dashboard, also your financial metrics. We know very well that you need to have those, especially when you're looking for funding. And you know that only 7% in that research project, only 7% of businesses have advanced insights-driven analytics. So it's a big opportunity for people to focus on that, and your business will grow. And then they also talk about breaking down data silos. So whatever tech system you use, you need to bring all of that into one analytics dashboard. And so, you can bring it in from all the different dashboards, all the different technology suites that you use. then this is just a video quickly just to show you. This is Zoho Analytics, where someone's just adding a CSV file. You can plug it into another text system, but it uses AI now to find out where there's dirty data. So it's not a difficult thing. You don't need some heavy data scientist, tech guru to do your business intelligence. You load it and you'll see there on the right there, it's a little red part of the graph is saying that there's some inconsistent data. At the top there's a red thing, you'll click on that and you'll see that some of the data is messy, and then it gives you the tools to clean it. So now you can go and say, okay, I want to replace this, I think that is the currency or something there. I can't see it from here. But you'll see it'll give you options of how to replace it and stuff. And usually you would have to get like some technician to get into a SQL database and to do their coding magic. But with AI, it helps you. You'll see on the far right there is customer feedback. Okay, quickly this one. This is now, you'll see, I think there's Samsung spelt very differently. And so you can also clean up errors like that, So I know we were helping a company that had on their form, they had for the South African provinces, they had just a typing form. I didn't know that there were 5 different ways to spell KZN or KwaZulu-Natal, but there are, apparently. And the nice thing is this thing picks it up for you, and you can easily, without being heavily tech-savvy, you can clean it up. And then this is really cool. This is sentiment analysis. So when people give you feedbacks and ratings and they say, oh, I'm happy with your service, I'm unhappy with your service, and then some people give you like an essay about the service they received, this AI will actually pick up whether it's positive, neutral, or negative for you. And then you can display that on a dashboard, which is pretty cool. So you'll see there all of a sudden it's now populated another column with all the positive and negative analysis. Okay, so I'm going to quickly skip to the next because I've got 1 minute, which is going to be interesting. So what does a 360 Insights Advanced Analytics dashboard look like? I'm quickly going to show you. So here you'll see that's the Facebook analytics. We've got QuickBooks. I mean, you would rather have Xero or Zoho Books there, right? But you've got your different dashboards, and then you've got an overview. Okay, and I'm going to quickly show you what an overview dashboard looks like in Zoho Analytics. It's just going to load quickly. I believe the internet's very slow and we've got load shedding, so we'll see how quickly it loads. But this is a real live dashboard where it's going and fetching all the different data and it's producing all these different graphs. And the nice thing is you put your data in there and the AI will suggest to you, listen, do you want to have a funnel, or do you want a pie chart, or do you want to have a line graph and all the different nice little modules they have. You can even get a word cloud. Show of hands, how many people knew about a word cloud? Okay, well, that's good. I didn't necessarily know. But you'll see, you can see the most profitable products over there in a word cloud, which is pretty cool. And so it's nice that all this AI is now helping you to build these dashboards. Next slide. This is also AI, which is now going to dig into your analytics, and it's actually going to give you insights. So if we click on the top right there on Zia Insights, it's going to tell you that your sales was this over this period. And I can give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek into the future. I don't know if I'm allowed to tell you this, but very soon we're going to be launching suggestions. So Zia is actually going to suggest to businesses, maybe you shouldn't be advertising on Yahoo, or maybe you shouldn't be advertising on Facebook. And if you are advertising, maybe you need to look at improving things. So the AI is going to get very, very powerful to actually help businesses make decisions based on the metrics and the data that they have in their analytics tools. And then furthermore, if we can just go to the next slide, please. And this is my last slide, so I think we're going to be good. There's also AI now for people who aren't super tech savvy and can build these dashboards where you literally just talk and you say, can you show me a dashboard of sales? Give me the top 10 products. And it uses natural language processing to deal with it. And so, yeah, guys, That's all I could fit in now. I'm happy to talk to anyone afterwards, but